It's Bay 93.9. That is Bruno Mars, and that's what I like. It is 26 to 5. It is the catch-up with Daryl and Sarah, all thanks to Metricon. Love where you live. School holiday time is a bit of a worry for some people, and school holidays do strike fear into people's hearts, but we've got a solution here. The fabulous Andy Head joins us in the studio. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well rested.
Yes, he's on holidays,
I
school
know.
holidays.
Well, you are a teacher, so you're on school holidays.
Correct.
But school holidays are still a problem because you're a parent as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So my wife parents me. So, I'm one of the three children that she has.
She would agree with that. But
Sounds like you've had some fun, though, on the holidays. Some random excursions.
Yeah, look, we point the car in one direction and see where it ends up.
That's always fun. Bit of spontaneity, I reckon.
Yeah.
Well, we spoke last time we were in about ways you can do things over the school holidays that don't cost you a fortune, which is a great idea. So what have you done that hasn't cost you a fortune over the holidays?
Yeah, well, my little boy, we pointed the car north, dropped the daughter at work and headed to Melbourne and just explored Melbourne on foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because.
Just
you could.
because, yeah.
See where you end up. I
Well,
like
you can.
that.
When you say your little boy, he's
6'1".
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a teenager, but you went up there and checked things out. I know I've been up there with my family. There's a few vintage clothes stores, and you said he looks for records.
Yeah,
so
LPs, yeah.
vintage
Yeah.
record stores.
Yep.
Just bring them around to the garage. I've got a few in there.
Yeah.
But, the point is there's so many things we can do over the school holidays. And with the weather being okay the way it has been, it's even better, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic weather we've had this week, and sort of looking what we're going to be doing coming back to school and preparing our children as well. And I spoke to Sarah a little bit about this, and we've got a pretty busy term coming up. There's a lot of championships happening with sport, so we kind of have those kids going to that. But what we're really trying to engage in is the activity-based classrooms where we are getting kids moving all day long, but at the same time, they're learning and their engagement levels are right up. Deakin University have done this amazing study called Transform Us, and it's now a program that the Department of Education have said this is our program for schools. And it doesn't change what we do in schools, but it changes how we do it.
Like what? What sort of things is it
So
Transform Us do?
let's have a look at our day, and we've got five 1-hour lessons in every day.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to find is the way to be able to move children. We're working out that after an hour, they're quite stale in the brain. So we have these things called physical snacks, which is up and about, and let's move, a little bit of jumping, a little bit of running, a little bit of dancing.
Yes, I like that. As long as there's a little bit of dancing in
That's
there.
right.
Sure.
And
Not everyone's favourite pastime, but Sarah, on the other hand.
yeah, I'm a bit of a fan at the moment as well. But the one of the great things, and this is the one that I really get stuck on, is that having a standing lesson, a standing 1-hour class every single day.
Really?
So it moves our body a completely different way and engages our kids through movement and through activity. And when we look out there, I know I'm a teacher, but industry and corporate organisations actually need to engage in this same method.
Okay.
Because we are creatures of learning and creatures of habit. And if we move, we learn. And if we move and learn at the same time, we retain that information a little bit more.
Is this just like standing desks and things like that, or is it actually like really moving
Actually
about?
standing, changing the environmental address. This was brought out of America, and the environmental address is, we're in a beautiful studio now, but in say an hour's time, we might change to a different studio, so we see a different part of the world.
Oh, that's great.
That's
Keeps
not going to
things-
happen here, but at least we get to stand up now. Before we always had to sit. It was all a sitting situation because of the desk. Modern technology allows us to. They're hydraulic, these desks, and they can lift up and down, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
And I did see something. And I think it might have been on the weekend, where they're talking about the fact that now, if you sit at a desk for 4 or 5 hours, things get bad. Backs get sore, shoulders get sore, and they claim sitting at your desk for that long is the new smoking.
Yeah.
And I've given up smoking, so I've got to give up sitting
Now
as
you've
well.
got to give up sitting.
Yeah, I know.
But if we get our kids into doing this now, then this will just become the norm for them, so it won't be as challenging.
Absolutely.
as for us.
Last year I worked at the University of Canberra, and these are the terrible stats that have come out of this same research, is that if our kids are inactive, the type 2 diabetes is going up,
Yep.
obesity is going up, and mental illness is going through the roof. Activity changes that, and it's constant activity. And for our parents at home, we can replicate this same model. And parents can get on Transform Us. It's transformus.com.au.
Great.
And they can check
Putting
it
all
out.
the furniture on eBay. Well, the chairs anyway. No, but I mean, it's changing the environment up, isn't it?
Yes.
Whereas we used to think, well, sit down and learn that. Whereas now it's changing it up. So you're moving from place to place, situation to situation. So it just mixes everything up.
Yeah, purposeful. And that's the key to it, is that there's an actual intent to it. It's just not, let's walk over here and do the same thing. There is an intent to it. And we're also looking at the physical activity of a classroom teacher and the ability for them to engage children in purposeful physical education. So that's our fundamental movement skills,
Right.
jumping, throwing, hopping, skipping, balance, and all those things that really build a skill into a sport. And our parents can do that too.
Well, this would be helping at this time of year because we're heading into the final term
Yes.
and exams and things like that. So does this mean we can get the wooden spoon out and chase them around the house and they'll listen to us more?
Well, for our exam goers, it's recognising the ability to breathe and look after themselves through
huge.
wellness. And wellness will actually, it'll elongate and give them longevity in the ability to concentrate, but also master what their trade is.
So ultimately, you'll do better in your exams if you do engage in sort of wellness and movement and
Yeah, build that into the ingredients of being successful.
Sounds great. What's that website again that people can check it out?
Transformus.com.au.
Transformus.com.au. Have a look, everyone. Sounds awesome.
So you can do it at home as well as at school. Andy, as always, an absolute pleasure. And, back to school and back into it next week. Good luck with all of that.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we'll see how these kids are moving in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It is the catch-up here at Bay 93.9.
Oh, I'm running low on petrol.
Have you seen the prices lately?
They've skyrocketed. Jim wants us to get a